ഈ കോവിഡ് കാലത്ത് രോഗങ്ങൾ അകറ്റൂ, ആരോഗ്യം സംരക്ഷിക്കൂ. Tiara SS water tanks. Live a pure class.
Alright. So, do you watch Malayalam movies?
I do, yeah.
You do. So,
But otherwise, Premium Bangalore days, those were the films which I watched.
I watched Kumlangi Nights.
okay. Kumbalangi.
Kumlangi Nights. Kumlangi Nights. I'm a big fan of Dulquer Salmaan and Nivin Paul.
Alright.
Yes.
That's good.
I've cried a lot of times.
Okay.
Not because it was emotional,
Okay.
because the film was never ending.
Okay. It started in 2018, right?
Yeah, the dog food inside my mouth,
Okay.
so that it looks at me when I'm performing.
I'm way like I don't believe in God.
Okay.
I'm a spiritual person. I don't believe in God,
Okay.
and I'm doing the opposite character. I'm doing God itself.
Oh.
Again and again, I got many offers. I got direct call from the channel itself to come back.
Okay.
I was like, no, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing the same character again.
Okay.
We finished the first half of this film by the time that film released.
Alright.
And after that film released, we shot the second half.
Alright.
But then by then the pandemic started.
Post,
This
you
is
get
the
into
kind of look you wanted.
Okay.
But then I couldn't give this look because
Rather, you became a cute guy.
Actually, you should ask me this because I was most jealous with Charlie.
Okay.
She used to have AC everywhere. Even if she was supposed to sit here,
Okay.
there was an air cooler facing her all the time.
Okay.
keep the camera here. I had to run from here to here, and then they had to change the angle like this. So the camera remained there, and
Okay.
I was the one who was just
Running around.
running
Okay.
around. First and last experience, probably. I'm not going to shoot again.
It's
because
No more
all
it's
the-
no. Okay, nice. No more shooting with the dog as well.
As well, yeah.
Okay, you got tired.
I'm done.
The first word that we use is like, poda, padi. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it already.
Yes.
Oh my God. She knows only little bit of Malayalam words, but she
Everyone
knows
was abuses of every language though.
Me and Nivin, we had plans.
Nivin Pali.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Films together.
In Malayalam or in other languages?
In multilingual kind of setup,
Cool.
we had plans.
Okay.
And that banana, try to pronounce that. Param.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, hello everyone, it's me, Rakshith for India Glitz Malayalam. അപ്പം ഇന്ന് ഇന്ത്യ ഗ്ലിറ്റ്സ് മലയാളത്തിൽ നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ഉള്ളത് കന്നഡത്തിൽ നിന്നും വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന 2 സ്റ്റാർസാണ്. അവരിനി വൈകാതെ നമ്മൾ മലയാളികൾക്ക് പ്രിയങ്കരമായി മാറിപ്പോകാൻ പോവാണ് ഒരു ഡബ്ഡ് ചിത്രം അഥവാ 777 ചാർലി എന്ന പാൻ ഇന്ത്യൻ മൂവി. അത് മലയാളത്തിലും വരുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈ ജൂൺ 10th റിലീസ്. ആ ചിത്രത്തിലെ പ്രധാന താരങ്ങളായ കന്നഡ സൂപ്പർ സ്റ്റാറായ രക്ഷിത് ഷെട്ടി ആൻഡ് സംഗീത ശൃംഗേരിയാണ് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം ഉള്ളത്. ഹലോ, വെൽക്കം ടു ഇന്ത്യ ഗ്ലിറ്റ്സ് മലയാളം. So is there any word that you actually picked up from what I said right now?
Yes.
You did.
I didn't pick a word, but I sort of understood what you said.
Okay, understood the context.
Yeah.
So you guys know Malayalam?
I can understand because I've been with more of Malayalam friends. Yes, I
Okay.
call them Malayali, right?
All right.
Yes.
So I don't completely understand it.
Yeah.
But nowadays I'm just picking up the context for sure.
All right. So do you watch Malayalam movies?
I do, yeah.
You do. So which was your favorite Malayalam movie recently?
Recently, I mean, from last 5-6 years, to be frank, I have not watched many films.
Okay.
Not just Malayalam, any films I have
Okay.
not watched because I've stayed away from films for many reasons.
All right.
But otherwise, Premium Bangalore days, those were the films which I watched in series in the end.
All right. And what about you?
I watched Kumlangi Nights.
Okay. Kumbalangi.
Kumlangi Nights, and of course Bangalore Days.
Okay.
And many other films. I'm a big fan of Dulquer Salmaan and Nivin Paul.
All right,
Yes.
that's good. Okay, so coming to 777 Charlie, actually, like we got quite a bit carried away with the Malayalam thing. So we are here for the promotions of 777 Charlie, and I should tell you, this is the first time that I actually cried seeing a movie trailer. It has got a lot of elements in it. So how was it for you? Once, like, I can see that like you guys were all like bonded with Charlie, the main star.
Yes.
So once the shooting got over, how was it for you?
Oh, I mean, it was definitely. I've cried a lot of times. on
Okay.
set. Not because it was emotional,
Okay.
because the film was never ending.
Okay, it started in 2018, right?
Yeah. In the sense, I mean, this film required that
Okay.
kind of time and dedication. I mean, see, when you're acting with a co-actor who's a human, it's very different from acting with Charlie.
Okay.
Because Charlie doesn't respond to your acting.
All right.
It only understands one thing, that if you show
Command.
food, then it knows its
Okay.
trick. So, and I had to act with with it, holding a food, you know, in between my fingers, or keeping the top food inside my mouth.
Okay.
So that it looks at me when I'm performing.
Okay. So it was a difficult task for you.
Yes.
Definitely, it was not easy
For
at all.
everyone.
At the same time, like you have to concentrate on your acting too, right?
Exactly. Yes.
You shouldn't get drifted away from your emotions.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that was the most difficult portion.
Yes.
And it went on for like what, 3 years. So yeah, you understand why I was crying.
Okay, I can see that. And like in the movie, actually, like, I was here and I was like, where is Rakshith Shetty? And I saw and I was like, you know, he's anything like what I see in the movies or in the poster. So, what about this current look?
This is for the next film I'm doing.
Yes.
I have finished the first half of the shoot.
Okay.
Now I've put on weight for the second half.
All right. And talking about the beauty with the brains. Okay, so I know that like you were there in the Miss India, one of the
Yes.
top 10 finalists.
Yes.
And then like you were
World Supermodel,
yeah, World
first runner-up.
Supermodel runner-up.
Yes.
And then finally you became the Sadi Devi for all of us.
Yeah.
So were there any time that when people came, bore down at you or like started telling their wishes to you or something?
Yeah,
like that?
there were some times when people used to come and be like Ashirvada, Kodi and all.
okay.
I'm way like I don't believe in God.
Okay.
I'm a spiritual person. I don't believe in God,
Okay.
and I'm doing the opposite character. I'm doing God itself. So that
Okay.
was that was something that I don't believe in, and they are coming and asking me to bless, and that's very funny for me.
Okay.
And I used to be like, that's acting. And there used to be incidents where I have gone to a funeral, and they're
Okay.
still talking about, you know what? I watch your serial. Can you give me an autograph? I'm like,
Okay.
seriously, it's my grandpa's thing. So it's
Oh,
like that.
goodness.
Yes, yes.
At your own family? Okay.
Yes,
Oh my
funeral.
goodness.
So there have been incidents like this.
Oh. So how is it now that like you have broken that image and he's getting into the mainstream acting? I'm like, you are not more confined into the role of one.
Yes, yes.
legendary
Actually,
character.
after doing Sati, most of the offers I got was Parvati.
Oh.
Again and again, I got many offers. I got direct call from the channel itself to come back.
Okay.
I was like, no, I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing the same character again.
Okay.
Then I waited a long time. Then I went for acting workshops to improve my skills and everything. I was in Mumbai for 3 years for that. And then I saw Charlie's poster and then I got into
Yeah, actually, I have like heard there have been around 2,700 candidates for the audition, right? So,
Yeah.
were you one among the persons who shortlisted her?
No, I didn't get involved there.
It was director's call, and he was specific about what character. He wanted a fresh face, basically.
Okay.
So because Devika, they don't want. He doesn't. He has his own perspective. Like Devika should be something that people should not already be judging her
Alright.
like that. And he was more looking at like natural thing. He was not looking at something like already there in the industry. Because if you see some characters who are already done. Actors who have already acted, then you will not see Devika more. He wanted
Alright.
Devika more over there. He made me Devika only by the
Okay.
end of this 4 years.
Cool. So you are playing. You are not only playing the role as an actor in the movie. You are not only Dharma, but also are you a producer. So how come you took the decision, or like how come you get into the
So
decision
I
of
became a
producing the
producer
movie?
first and then an actor.
Oh, okay. First Aravind, that actor
So
was
some of the actor was supposed to be playing the role.
Dharma. Okay.
But then that time the script was a little different from this, and the budget also was like 1/5 of what is
Oh,
right
okay.
now. So it was a smaller script, and as soon as Kirik Party was a hit, the first script which I heard as a producer I wanted to produce was Triple Seven Charlie. So I was busy with some other film, and so this film was supposed to take off otherwise.
Okay.
But in between, that actor, had some date issues, so he backed off. And then that's when I asked Kiran if I can play the role.
Okay.
And Kiran was like very happy. So then I asked him if he can adjust my dates with, because we are shooting Avinash Shriman Narayana. And Avinash
Avinash?
Shriman,
Okay.
this is the previous film.
All right.
So that film was a big canvas. So we should have big breaks after every schedule.
All right.
Because they had to erect one more set, and that should take some time. So that is when I thought I'll shoot Charlie,
Okay.
and that's when I started training for the with Charlie, and then we used to shoot in between that film. We finished the first half of this film by the time that film released.
All right.
And after that film released, we shot the second half.
Alright.
But then by then the pandemic started.
Oh.
So for the second half, I got enough time also to grow my hair, to grow my beard. and look like the character the way he wanted.
Okay.
So,
Actually, like the character is supposed to be to have a ragged look, right? Something that would even scare the neighborhood kids.
neighborhood, yes, yes, yes.
So, what was your efforts to
This
get
is
in
the
this?
kind of look you wanted.
Okay.
But then I couldn't give this look because
Rather, you became a cute guy.
That's cute, odd.
I mean, yeah. So that's. I was in that another film, Look, right?
Okay.
So this is the most we could manage then.
All right.
But yeah, so I can carry this look for the next film now.
Okay. I could see that this movie is like kind of a travel with a pet. Like
Yes.
traveling with your pet.
Yes.
And it's like one of the difficult things that actually right now we face all over India. We can't even take our pets to a restaurant or like, you know,
Yes.
even a hotel.
Yes.
So how was it shooting with a pet all over India? It started from Mangalore and it ended somewhere in Kashmir, I guess. So
Yeah.
how was it for you, the shooting thing?
Actually, you should ask me this because I
Okay.
was most jealous with Charlie.
Okay.
She used to have AC everywhere. Even if she was supposed to sit here,
Okay.
there was an air cooler facing her all the time.
Okay.
And we all went to North India and she was there.
Okay.
There was a car full with AC for her and we
Okay.
were not having a caravan also.
Okay.
So she has enjoyed the leisure for sure. But the thing is, at the same time, she had to go to snow.
Okay.
And there she had to not even wear socks or any clothes on. And yet she has given the best performance over there without creating any problem for the crew.
Because like I have seen in the trailer, there were like a couple of scenes in
portions.
that snow, right? In the
Yes.
slope pieces and all. So how did you manage to shoot it there? It's like quite difficult to, stay there, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I've heard people coming down from Kashmir when it gets too cold there.
Yes.
so we were shooting at a place where they came down from.
Okay, yeah, that was okay.
Yeah, that kind of a place. And so we almost had like what 2-3 hours to shoot the whole portion of me running in the snow.
Okay.
And all wide shots. So basically, what they should do is keep the camera here. I had to run from here to here, and then they had to change the angle like this. So the camera remained there, and
Okay.
I was the one who was just
Running
putting this-
around.
running
Okay.
around. And in that weather, in that height, you can't walk too much.
Okay.
At the same time, I was not wearing a snow boot. I was
Okay.
supposed to wear the boot which the character is wearing throughout the film,
All right.
which is what you wear to factory.
Okay.
And that
Gumboots.
Not gum boots, the normal leather boots.
Okay.
So that is to get wet, and my legs is to get
Sticky.
frozen
Oh.
by the end of every shot. So after every shot, I should remove my shoes and light a campfire and heat my legs so that I can give my next shot. And for the next shot, again I had to walk a long distance. And after every shot, I used to it used to be very hard to breathe also.
Okay.
That kind of that was first and last experience probably. I'm not going to shoot again with
No
all
more in
the
snow. Okay, nice. No more shooting with the dog as well.
as well. Yeah,
Okay, you got tired.
I'm done.
What about you?
I would love to do it again because I didn't have to face these issues.
That much of challenges.
Yes.
I will have 4 dogs at home, but
Okay.
not shooting.
Okay, so you guys have dogs at home already.
I have in my hometown,
Okay.
but I don't believe in having dogs in Bangalore
Okay.
because I don't believe dogs are not made for
Traveling
four
around.
walls.
Okay.
Inside the 4 walls, I mean they're supposed to be on a
Open
they're supposed to
field.
run
Yeah.
Alright.
in an open space.
Yeah.
So Bangalore is not a place where you should have dogs.
Okay. See, there is this thing, I don't know about Kannada, but in Malayalam, whenever we start cursing someone or like swearing at someone, the first word that we use is like, poda,
Patti.
padi. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know it already.
Yes.
Oh, she knows only little bit of Malayalam words, but she knows
Everyone
what
knows
poda,
abuses
patti.
of every language though.
You know abuse of every language, so that's cool. Okay. So, my question is, a dog is always a man's best friend, but still we use that word as a swear word. So, what do you think about it?
I think it has come from what ancestry.
Okay.
We used to use that I think 20-30 years back also.
Okay.
Right, isn't it?
Yes.
I'm sure not just us, our previous generation also used that.
True that.
I think, and the way the dogs were treated then and now, there's a huge difference.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the dogs are inside the house. 30-40 years back, probably they were never allowed inside the house.
True
They
that.
were,
Now they're sleeping with us in the bed.
Yes.
exactly.
We cannot live without them.
Exactly.
So that's, I think the humanity has grown.
Okay, good. Okay, so see, if you were supposed to have a Malayali or a Malayalam actor in the movie, which actor would it have been?
I'm a huge fan of Mohanlal.
Okay.
So yeah. Otherwise, me and Nivin, we had plans.
Nivin Pali.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Films together.
In Malayalam or in other languages?
In multilingual kind of setup,
Cool.
we had plans.
Okay.
But that never happened. But yeah, I mean, I like fast a lot.
All
as an
right.
actor.
Another language, from another language, a heroine gets noticed. There will be usually a lot of requests from the Malayalam film industry to join the Malayalam film industry. So have you got any requests yet, or like have you been approached by any Malayalam movie people yet?
Not yet, but I would love to.
Okay.
Yes.
And
In a
whom would you
sense,
love to work
I
with?
am more of a I am more focused on character and the movies.
Okay.
Script mostly. So I like challenging characters more than what I've already done.
Alright.
So if I get such script, then any language works in that case, and I'm always ready to learn the language.
All right. So have you? It's like actually Malayalam is kind of like a bit of a difficult task. Certain language, just like earlier you said, Kumpani nights, we have this nya, the
Yes,
ra, the
yes,
la,
and that
everything.
banana. Try to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Param.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. That's something that every other
Tongue.
Yeah, other like
Param.
yeah, param, exactly. Param and then the la, the la,
La.
la,
La, the turning of
La.
the tongue.
La. La or la?
la. Yeah, exactly. So my question was like there are certain syllables that's quite difficult to pronounce in Malayalam. So if you get a chance to act in Malayalam, would you dare to dub in Malayalam?
That's one huge responsibility as well.
I find it the dubbing is most difficult. Even to dub in Kannada also, I have dubbed in Hindi also.
Okay.
Dubbing is the most difficult job.
All right.
I would like to have a sing sound while shooting only, so that I don't have to come and dub.
Okay.
Because first of all, creating the same emotion what I've created again itself is difficult.
All right.
Even though it's your own language, and if you ask me to dub in a language which I am supposed to learn and give that emotion is even more difficult.
All right. Okay. So and like see, the two of you, the both are actors of you. I'm like you have actually broken the common trend of nepotism, and now you are doing a pan-Indian movie. So how was the journey? And then that will be my final question, and you will be relieved. That I promise.
I had a great journey.
Okay. Usually people get tired in this journey, right? So what is the thing that you have to tell the people who gets
I think
tired?
as long as you love cinema, you'll never get tired. Because as long as your dreams grow, you'll never get tired. But if you are stuck with, okay, I'm done, this is what my dream was, I'm done, then obviously then you don't want to work anymore. But which is why I keep saying, don't have a small dream at all. Have the biggest dream which you can't achieve, so that you keep working on it. And that's life, I believe, because only when you have a big dream and you keep working on it, that's the only time you grow as a human. Because the more and more experience you have in life, in terms of anything, I mean, in terms of your personal relationships or your career or anything, as long as there is something new to learn, you're also growing as a human.
Yeah, I would rather say that, there is something as nepotism, but there are teams as well as like Paramva in that case. I'm not praising it because I'm a part of this team, but I have seen that they have actually got even the team, be it even the artist, even the technician, they have literally chose the talented ones. They are literally giving importance to the talent and bringing industry forward. And this is why it's happening, because everyone is more interested in giving this art and respecting this art. And the whole team, if you see the editor or the music director or the director, everyone you'll see they're fresh. They are not having any background of, like getting influence or something. Even be it casting me, there was no influence or nothing. It was proper talent. And that's the reason probably the projects are winning, because everyone are actually passionate to give the product. And that's great. That's great. And I would really thank Paramva for that.
And apart from all the movies and other things, just a personal question from me to you.
Yes.
What's your perfume? You smell so nice.
Sorry?
What's your perfume? I'm asking. You smell so nice.
That's a secret.
No, but just when she entered the room itself, I was like, oh my god, what is this fragrance? It's all over the place. So you don't want to share your perfume brand with people. All right, cool. Anyhow, thank you so much for sharing your valuable time with us. I know that like you are on a busy schedule, but you are quite patient and tough with us. And I'm like looking forward to watch the movie. So what is the thing that you want to tell our Malayali audiences?
Come to theaters and watch the film. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Yes. It's going to be a roller coaster ride in terms of emotions, but also you'll laugh your lungs out.
Yes. And you'll also travel with us from Mysore.
To Kashmir.
Yes.
So thank you so much. All the very best wishes for the both of you.
Thank you.
ഈ കോവിഡ് കാലത്ത് രോഗങ്ങൾ അകറ്റൂ, ആരോഗ്യം സംരക്ഷിക്കൂ. ടിയാറ SS വാട്ടർ ടാങ്ക്സ്. ലീവ് അപ്പ് യുവർ ക്ലാസ്.